to face the road is not good. And now the money to give us, and now the way to do it. Your dad also is too soon. My people are too soon. Your dad, I want my father come. Immediately, they call the road to have session with them. You will now wait. You know one way with the father goes down. Don't get him out down. Don't get him pressure. You get him pressure and I will kill it or you cry. The boy, the father, they come to town, they come to be divine. Huh? When they come to be divine, when they get the money to go sell away, they do that differently way. And that's about to be like that. No one goes on talking to you today. Today the same thing, right? I tell them, let them hear me about it then. You know one way when the Bible goes sit down.
Telling people they are here to serve the Nigerian people. Anybody come with a hidden agenda, be there. But when we find you, we're not going back to the person who recommended you.
You're telling why you go up and down, want to bring the money yourself on your teeth. You don't want to do the watch it's supposed to do it. And not like that. Too soon. Too soon to give money. To give free money like that. When they get you any money for development, you want to do it. The way I'm telling you now, I'm coming over my farm. When the person gave me any money, I will put it in use. If I put it in use, they can't see my farm. See nothing there. I will not be better for him. She must fire me. I will not even go to the work.
It is about time that we know that we're serving the people of this country. It's about time that this is 170 years that the people are suffering and we're here to serve them. I'm not afraid of anybody. God will protect us.
And two more, no, I'm going to tell you, advise you. You are not hear my advice. Who will get you red? You will post them. You want to get a paper for waiting.
So you come to the cabinet, you come with a hidden agenda to do the same thing that you think used to happen with adequate information, just like the way we are going to come behind you once we can identify your help, show me what you need. And when you leave, careful, ask for you to come by here.
When you put on the stage, consider the reason why they did not go to the southeast. You know, sometimes when we speak here, people see us, people who want to criticize the rescue government. It's good to know and to see something that is wrong. When it's wrong, and you say it is wrong, see, government is not a boo-boo man. The government should never be a boo-boo man. The government to be a girl, you have the ears open, and you have the sense, number 6 sense, which is your insight. So that when you have people around you who are on the same boat, when they say the boat is about to sink, then you call the captain's attention. In this country, we don't play right during dry season. All of us who live in this country, we know the season already. We know the season to take colors and go brush on the road. You don't go brush on the road during rainy season, because when you do that, within the next 2-3 days, that road will. But we were so anxious in this rescue government. The president said one role. The president said one role. It is not the president's role, it's the role for the people. That's the people's role. And the president knows that you don't build roads during dry season, rainy season. So we rush. We spend $8 million. And the $8 million in less than 2 weeks went into the dump site. Now we have to worry about paying that money back. President government should not make promises to its own people, especially when this government is 177 years old. If you can't deliver, do not promise. We know that we are poor. What we have is what we should live with. And the president will help us when they come and let them help. We woke up the next morning, rescue government, oh, we declare war on drugs. You know the people that drug people, you want to declare war on drugs? You got a weapon? You're in a rescue. You have for one before. You just go down into money, go declare war on drugs. You declare war on cocaine, on push, on marijuana, on PCP. You are able to fight them. Here we are. We lost the war already. We must admit that we have lost the war. It's been 9 months already. We declared that war as of February. It's 9 months now. You know, when your child is going to school and you in the sixth period, and when the child will go for final exam, when you see the report card, you know he will fail, right? You know that child will fail. We already failed, even though that's 3 months. Or we failed the drug law. We lost it. But we still have another opportunity. We got 5 more years to go to read out and get back to the front line. Push, marijuana, crack, cocaine, PCP, heroin. Well, I was a therapist. I was a therapist in the United States for 20 years. So I know all of those things. And then sometimes you are right in your own house. You cannot look at your child that you love so much. Uncles and you kick him or her out. It's not possible. So before we can declare war, let us be prepared. Our first frontline officer will go on that drug. The 3 people will go there. In the 3 months, drug defeated them. They all left. They defeated. We look around, we call the other man, we say, all right, let the other deputy go there. He went after 2 weeks, resign. We have a problem. We have a serious problem. I hope that this budget, that we will put our energy together. If we actually declare it, let's declare it in reality, but not by voting. No budget should be signed in this house the next time. And we say $738 million budget approved. Then we start clapping. The budget is a piece of paper. It's not money for you to clap about. You sign it, and what happened? Where's the dividend? $738 million. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No nurse, volunteer nurse was hired. No volunteer teacher was hired. No school. Nothing. Nothing. We call for the budget to be recast. We recast the budget, brought it back to the same story on $38 million. Just yesterday, people got paid. People who used to get paid 3 weeks ago before the month. We are not criticizing you to defend your character. We are identifying the problems that continue to haunt this country for the past 177 years. You will not promise what you cannot deliver. Thank you very much. Let's put on the stage.
We don't want to come and talk all the shit because maybe somebody had called his my man. That money we took. If you talk anything, all go down. How we are operate on impulse. Which one? Where is the which one? Where is the which one? America had already told you people that you are running a kleptocracy. Kleptocracy means government of thieves. It means you were stealing. They sanction your people. So which audit are your by the way, the very audit you people are hearing today were audits conducted during your administration. Burka government has never commissioned audit. So who wish hunting you? Your own people wish hunting you? Because the audit was conducted during your administration as president. The people only reading it during Burka administration. So where is the wish hunt? Where is the wish hunt? Or you think the Liberian people will buy that crap? I was listening to a carrot talking about he received 40,000 from central bank as corporate social responsibility. What is that nonsense? Do you know the intent of corporate social responsibility? It's not corporate political responsibility. You were a politician. As a lawmaker, you're not a social, you are not covered under the social arrangement. You are a political actor. So that money collected from the central bank should be returned or you should be incarcerated. Because the problem about you people is that you people are so dull and unschooled, you don't know a damn thing. Corporate social responsibility, they are initiative taken by corporations that are operating in a particular social environment. Project that will uplift the benefit of those inhabitants where they operate. That is what corporate social responsibility is all about. It's not money given to politicians. So you are culpable and your own words indicted you on Spoon TV. You say you talk for corporate social responsibility. No. It is the entity. It is the entity that conduct the targeted project for the benefit of the community, not you. But again, you found it very difficult to come from the university reading that political science nonsense. So you don't even understand what you were talking. You think you have knowledge. You have mud in your brain. You took 40,000 of the central bank money, depositors' money. Because central bank doesn't make its own money apart from Sino Raj. But again, you won't even understand what I'm talking. You should be indicted. Because at theft, you are receiving salary. And you went to the central bank to collect 40,000 and you brave to talk that on public radio.
This evening here in Liberia. So I mean, so when you get condom? The condom finish? So today you get customer? Oh, you just arrived, you just come here? So no customer here?
Yeah. Why? You did not go to the southeast. You know, sometimes when we speak here, people see us as
yeah, they want to talk to you. Somebody said, check, it's small. How people say this? So you come to know you be successful? What? I pray that God will let me a customer. Pray that God will build you to get customer? So oh, so I mean, it's so that you.
We are only coming to all the shame because maybe somebody had called his mama, that money we took. If you do anything, all go down. That's how we are operate on impulse. Which one? Where is the wish hunt? Where is the wish hunt? America had already told you people that you are running a kleptocracy. Kleptocracy means government of thieves. It means you were stealing. They sanction your people. So which audit now your by the way, The very audit you people are hearing today were audits conducted during your administration. Local government has never commissioned audit. So who wish hunting you? Your own people wish hunting you? Because the audit was conducted during your administration as president. The people only reading it during Boca administration. So where is the wish hunt? Where is the wish hunt? Or you think the Liberian people will buy that crap? I was listening to a Carrot talking about he received 40,000 from central bank as corporate social responsibility. What is that nonsense? Do you know the intent of corporate social responsibility? It's not corporate political responsibility. You were a politician. As a lawmaker, you're not a social, you are not covered under the social arrangement. You are a political actor. So that money collected from the central bank should be returned or you should be incarcerated. Because the problem about you people is that you people are so dull and unschooled, you don't know a damn thing. Corporate social responsibility, they are initiative taken by corporations that are operating in a particular social environment. Project that will uplift the benefit of those inhabitants where they operate. That is what corporate social responsibility is all about. It's not money given to politicians.
Given what they have seen.
So you are
in terms of Ministry of Internal Affairs rolling out the local government act that was passed by the George Weah government since 2018. When Minister Mange was Minister of State, that act has been on the shelf, not been implemented. To roll out the local government act, everybody thought, including the IT Minister of Finance, that they needed money to make sure that the county consultation and all the different issues are resolved. And also, we passed that act that dissolved the National Transitional Council that was in since 2012. As at 2018, that council did not exist anymore. But under Minister Mange's CDC government, they funded that act. No, I'll let me be clear. He's specific on Minister of Internal Affairs. Let me tell you. These are national. They needed to go on and have an election for the chief so that we have new chief to go on our local government with a very He's very concerned. These are things that they didn't do. And we are doing it now. So helping him is that he continues to fly up.
To fix the road is not good. And not the money they give us, and not the way to do it. Your telecoms are too soon. My people are too soon. You're starving. I want my private account. Immediately, they call it to have session with them. You are not waiting. You know what way with the private go sit down. Don't get you down. Don't get you pressure. You get you pressure when we will give it so you buy. The boy, the often they come to town, they come to be developed. When they come to be developed, when they get them the money to go sit down where they do that different way. And that's what to be like that. No one goes on talking to you today. Today the same thing, right? I tell them, let them hear me about it then. You know what way the Bible goes sit down.
Telling people they are here to serve the Liberian people. Anybody come with a hidden agenda, you will be there. But when we find you, we're not going back to the person who recommended you.
You know the Bible looking for somebody to be in the country to define the you're telling why to go up and down, want to bring the money yourself and behind your teeth. You're not going to do the watch you're supposed to do it. And not like that. And not like too soon. Too soon to give money. To give free money like that. When they get you any money for development, you must do it. The way I tell you now, I'm coming over my farm. When the person give me any money, I will put it in use. If I put it in use, they can't see my phone. See nothing there. I may not be paid for him. You must fire me. I will not even go to the work.
It is about time that we know that we're serving the people of this country. It's about time that this is 170 years that the people are suffering and we're here to serve them. I'm not afraid of anybody. God will protect us.
And two more, no, I'm going to tell you, advance you. You're not here, my advance. Who will get you red? You will post them. You want to get a baby for what?
So you come to the cabinet, you come with a hidden agenda to do the same thing that you think used to happen with adequate information, just like the way we are when the come behind people. Once we can identify your help, show we know that you lead. And when you leave, care who asks you to come by here.
And two more, no, I'm going to tell you, advance you. You're not here, my advance. Who will get you red? You will post them. You want to get a baby for what?
So you come to the cabinet, you come with a hidden agenda to do the same thing that you think used to happen with adequate information, just like the way we are when the come behind people. Once we can identify your help, show we know that you lead. And when you leave, care who asks you to come by here. Just like the way we are when the come behind people. Once we can identify your help, show we know that you lead. And when you leave, care who asks you to come by here.
Oh yeah. I want to stand up African soldiers. African soldiers to fight for freedom. I want to stand up African soldiers now. African soldiers to fight for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting on. Those that are living are still fighting. Shaka Zulu, African soldier. Listen, let's say African soldier. Nambia Shikiwe, African soldier. Kwame Nkrumah, African soldier. Jomo Kenyatta, African soldier. Patrice Lumumba, African soldier. Marcus Garvey, African soldier. African soldier, show your power. Show your power, free your people now.
Oh, yes. Lord, we've come again. We have come again with the trust and confidence imposing us to do what we are called to do through our professional duties. Firstly, want to say thank you, Lord, for giving me the dawn of a new day. If it wasn't for you on my side, where some of us who have been today? You have given us another 24 hours, the good, the bad, the evil, the ugly. We all benefit from the 24 hours. But respectively, it is on us how we are to use our 24 hours. Some will just relax themselves and allow others to use them and use their 24 hours. And they become a follower because they have no plan for the 24 hours. But with the plan that we have, that's why we take up the time every morning to sit on this platform to inform our people on the things that matters to the growth and development of our country and the individual lives. You know, yeah. We are clothed with the responsibility as media practitioners to inform our people. Full of biasness, you know? Yes, don't be biased because we hold the public trust. And in order that, in as much we hold the public trust, we need to be accurate. We need to be credible and balanced in our analysis and our reportage. So as a professional media practitioner, I'm clothed with the responsibility to safeguard the space and elevate the discourse in a civil manner, giving you the opportunity to weigh in on those things that matters. Word of vulgarism is why we have changed ideas for the common good of our beloved country. Indeed, the motherland will never fall. So we need to develop that law, a level of patriotism and nationalism. For too long, we've criticized without recommendation. For too long, we've badmouthed our nation and not prayed for our nation. For too long, we've done the negatives instead of thinking in the positive direction. The foreigners won't develop this country for us. It is we ourselves as citizens. When we put our acts together, putting aside our political differences, holding factor constant, knowing that Mama Liberia is the common denominator, we will overcome. We shall succeed. But in the absence of all those things that matters to the growth and development of our country, like I always say, when the minds are developed, the eyes gonna appreciate the works of the hands. The development of the minds is calling her in this time and age. You may pay all of the skyscrapers, but when the minds are not developed, the hands will destroy all those skyscrapers because the minds are bleak. The minds are not developed. So when the minds are developed, the eyes will appreciate the works of the hands. My name is Rufus Divine Canem, preceded this morning. Lots of developments, and we have begun on this joining to bring relief to the sons and daughters, mothers and fathers of the National Elections Commission. We say to Honorable Deviata Brown Lasana, the people need their benefits. So as usual, we take the flight schedules from the arrivals international airport, arrivals and departures. We flip through the vehicular traffic movement, the movement in and around Monrovia and its environs. We highlight some of the major challenges faced within the traffic. And in today's edition, we'll be bringing you update from the police and relating to the traffic and accidents that have occurred over the period of time. So this morning, we'll be touching base at the National Elections Commission, where staffers are constrained to get to work. Reason being, the buses that take them to work are all down. The buses not spoiled, but no few. So where is the operational funds? The 12 months personnel insurance. Where is it? Who are those behind the hold on to the disbursements of that fund to the people? It is their right. It will be interesting to know that the additional 112 persons that were added to the 306 staffers of the National Elections Commission is questionable. 112 staffs added to the 306 official staffs of the National Elections Commission. Where did the 112 come from? So we'll be diving into that this morning. Lots of things coming from the National Elections Commission that are so bad. As it stands, Madam Deviata Brown Lasana is not in country. With all of the hula baloo, the other commissioners are around. And every activity as it relates to funding and operations, people go to work nowadays at will because they are constrained. What is happening there at the National Elections Commission? President Boakai, can you kindly look in that direction and ask the relevant authorities to conduct what we call an audit, so that the mothers and fathers who are at that respectable institution can have some level of relief and work in the interest of the Liberian people. We've been touching base on the gender ministry, gender, children, social. You know, it's interesting to know that a very, 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 very sad, I don't know what kind of adjective to add to this. Video is on social media with a teenager discussing sexual activities. Where is the gender ministry? Who are those responsible? What's going on with our kids? The future leaders of this country. Where's the care that is given? The gender ministry is on our radar this morning. The LDEA is also on our radar this morning, where one death is reported from a raid carried out by the LDEA. How did it happen? Who are those behind it? As the LDEA receives the return of Mr. Anthony Soa, can we say it's the dying of a new day for the LDEA, or it's going to be business as usual? Like Senator Thomas Yaya Nimlen said, that the fight against drugs is already defeated. What do we make of that? Can Mr. Anthony Soa revamp the LDEA and bring back its pride and dignity after she have lost the trust and confidence of the Liberian people? We'll also be touching base at the MCC and that of the PCC. What are they doing? The streets are filthy. Are they relaxed in their comfort zones? We'll be touching base on those things. Public Works Ministry is also on our radar this morning. Lots of interesting things. We're going to be speaking to the conscience of the young people in Liberia. Do not be fooled. That's why we talk about building the mind. When the minds are developed, the eyes will appreciate the works of the hand. So be there, I'm here. Commercial commitment, all package in today's edition of the program, The Positive Shore. My name is Rufus. Be there, I'm here. A part of our team to be right back. Don't go away.
African soldier. Muhammad Ali, African soldier. Mancantoni, African soldier. African feel I love you.
Star.
To the pool.
What did you say you yelling for?
Come here, man. All day you making noise and people ear say you singing. No air, no air. Like a water breathe.
Don't leave on there and cross me, oh.
They say MTN Yellow Star is back and this season over is easy for everybody. You can audition online from now to the 13th and then live audition will start on the 14th. And the people going to Ghana, Nima, and the biggest one will be held in Monserrato.
Letting you talking, what is that if I win?
La real if I win. The winner will take home a $2 million Liberian record deal with young feature entertainment, a brand new car, and a $300,000 Liberian wardrobe budget. Not all, plus 1 year of performance with MTN and video production deal and 100 GB of data every month.
What?
But not all, second play winning $600,000 Liberian record deal, a year of performances with MTN, 100 GB of data every month, and new this year for third place of $400,000 Liberian cash prize and 100 GB every month.
I said, Mr.
Hey man, don't forget to tell your fellow people to dial *415* your code hash to vote for you when you make it. And I'll be live every Saturday for the live evasion show starting from October 12. You can see us singing more.
Yellow Star.
Get to my big transfer, I can tell it from Momo. Don't need to worry. Anything you do a Momo, you will get one. Anything you do a Momo, you will get one. Momo that baby, no. Momo that cheche, Momo that cheche, Momo that baby, no.
I had to escape. My people, see my joy. See
Since I put in for a car to this other car rental service, they are yet to come, and I am getting late. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, my sister. Have you heard about U-Car rental service?
No.
U-Car rental service is the best in town, and they are located on 10th Street in Cinco, right in the technology building. Very affordable with a very low price. Go there now or call them on 0888 111 222.
Thank you, my brother. I'm calling them right now. Hello, is this U-Car rental service?
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
I need a car to take me to work.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm on Broad Street.
Okay, we're coming right now.
Thank you.
You need a ride? Don't worry. U-Car rental service is the best in town with affordable price just for you. U-Car rental service can be contacted on 0888 111 222 or visit their office right on 10th Street in Cinco, the land side in the technology building. U-Car rental service, the best deal in town.
The $3 giveaway on Love FM has gotten bigger and better. Oh yes, for the same bet amount of $100 Liberian or US 70 cents, the regular price money now go way up from $2,500 Liberian to $3,000 Liberian. All you need to do is dial *799#. Select number 10 for Love FM 105.1. Plenty people winning. Oh, don't be left out with Radio Entertainment Liberia and Love FM on the $3 giveaway. Liberia, check get better.
Again, advertising goods and services here with us. Just advertising goods and services here with us. And you'll be glad that you did because we gave you it in full package. Very, very, very affordable. You can also get a car to take you to your destination from our U-Car rental service. The guys are all intact, ready to respond to your needs when it comes to transporting you from one end to the other. U-Car rental is right here in the technology building. So we say good morning once again. Welcome to the Positive Show. Let me use this time to say happy birthday to Mr. Akaros Moses Gray. I understand today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, as you former representative of District number 8, Moses Akaros Gray. Congratulations as you celebrate another birthday. I wish you all the best. Okay. So all those who are celebrating, whatever the occasion is, my niece, yeah, you celebrate your third wedding anniversary today. That's you, Mistress Margaret Solo. You and your husband, you both celebrate your third wedding anniversary today. We say congratulations to you. And all of those celebrating whatever it is, we say congratulations, okay? So let us quickly go. We have lots on our plate this morning. Let us quickly go to the Rabos International Airport to bring you our flash schedules. We begin with arrivals from the Rabos International Airport. Air Cote d'Ivoire, flight HF729 from Abidjan. We arrive at the Rabos International Airport at 2:20 this afternoon. Kenya Airways, flight KQ508 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Rabos International Airport at 5:40 this evening. And lastly, for arrivals, Aska Airlines, flight KP20 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Rabos International Airport at 5:50. Let's quickly go to departures from the Rabos International Airport. Air Cote d'Ivoire, flight HF729. We depart the Rabos International Airport at 3 p.m. for Conakry, Guinea. And lastly, for departures, Kenya Airways, flight KQ509. We depart the Rabos International Airport at 6:40 this evening for Accra, Ghana. So that does it for the flight schedules. You know, we provide you updates as it relates to the flight schedules from the Rabos International Airport. We have arrivals and departures. It is intended to keep you abreast with information regarding flights. Some of your family members and friends will be coming to the country. You don't know the visit time that those flights arrive or will arrive. or depart. So it helps to give you that insight of what is unfolding there as it relates to the traffic along with the Rebels International airspace. All right. So let's quickly go to the vehicular traffic movement update from Monrovia and its environs. We always say to you, we empathize with our folks in the Bourgeois Island, but it seemed like we're going to extend our empathy to other parts of Monrovia and its environs because it is based on the laziness, and what one may term as deliberate, if you may. You just find all of the adjectives to use because the popular work minister of all presence have reneged in performing his duties after knowing before he was appointed, he of all people read the rescue agenda. You know, this is one of the major components within the rescue agenda that talks about roads, connectivity, the maintenance of roads and all those things. And he seemed to be adamant when it comes to that. So, President Boaka, the ball is in your court. The decision is yours to make. If there's any recommendation from my end, I may recommend that Mr. Giddens take the asset door from the Public Work Ministry and his deputy take the level of suspension without pay for gross insubordination. That's just for the two of them. All right. So we understand that lots of things going on. We over the few days now, we see the demolition exercise ongoing along the Tottenham Boulevard. As we've been told, we've seen blueprints talking about overhead bridge. We pray that this come to fruition, and we look forward to the cooperation of Liberians who are along the route. Yes, we've been told some of you, you were compensated, but you renege in making the move, you know, but it is serious now. So, monkey jen e pepe. So the vehicular traffic movement during the morning hours, we've come to realize that the Liberian National Police have come up with a strategy in order to have the movement of vehicles in a very safe and reliable manner so that you don't have congestions within the traffic. So in the morning, you have 3 lanes. One of the opposite lane is being used to add on road headed towards town. We have 3. Then in the afternoon hours, all those coming towards the going towards the Painesville side, you have 3 lanes afforded them. So let's move on. When it comes to the connection of the public work to this traffic update is very serious because it is based on the poor road condition we have in the country, very bad road conditions we have in the country. So at that, we always mention the Public Work Ministry. We have come to do due diligence to the discos, so we will do all we can to put up facts and not false who. Take your drive right now on the San Second Boulevard Road. That road is in a very deplorable condition, and if care is not given, it's going to expand, and the little pieces that are there, we will lose it, and at the end of the day, government will be weighted with another additional funding to reconstruct that road. Instead of maintaining the road, we talk about reconstruction. So we don't want to go that route. So that's why we continue to say Mr. Gideon should give the asset, take the asset though. So it shows his incompetency when it comes to the implementation. So let's take you further, deeper into it. Let's go further. We take on the role The Bushra Island is in a very deplorable condition. The Bushra Island is not a safe place to take your vehicles. If you are so careful with that, so careful with your vehicle, don't carry there because the road is so bad. It's bad to the extent that there's no care given to that place. So it is in a very, very deplorable condition. So let's take you onward to other parts of Monrovia. We told you that there are lots of areas around here that we are experiencing bad roads, based on the fact that our people have reneged on catering to these routes. Yes, the Congotown Back Road is another area that is so bad. The road condition is so poor. So there's a need that we have a swift action taken. With that being said, let us quickly run through the Liberia National Police Public Safety Division report that they came up with. And they made us to understand that the road traffic accident report for September 2024 revealing a concerning total of 23 fatality and numerous injuries from 157 recorded road accident. This report shows that the amount 23 fatalities, 20 were male and 3 were female. The victims, including 8 operators, we call drivers, 7 passengers, and 8 pedestrians. Additionally, 144 people were injured, including 133 males and 11 females. The injuries were broken down into 80 operators, 52 passengers, and 12 pedestrians. In terms of vehicular damage, 249 vehicles were involved in accidents, with 45 sustaining severe damage. The Liberia National Police highlighted the legal responses to the incident. 6 cases have been forwarded to court, 61 cases were withdrawn, and 90 are still under investigation. So let us rumble quickly. No time to waste. In response to the alarming figures, the Liberia National Police renewed its calls for all road users to adhere strictly to Liberia's vehicular and traffic laws to reduce accidents and improve public safety. Yes, that is that. The Liberia National Police remains dedicated to promoting or protecting lives and properties. The urge drivers, passengers, and pedestrians to exercise caution and follow traffic regulations. The Liberia National Police also encourage the public to remain vigilant and cooperative with law enforcement to enhance road safety across the country. So that is good for us, and that is also a word of caution for you, the drivers. We've come to realize that a lot of you don't take your time. Some of you, you get so intoxicated before getting into the traffic. Some of you, while you are driving, especially during the weekends, you are already intoxicated. Some of you, you take in alcohol, you take in all sort of substances, and you get on the road, and we see these growing wave of accident. So please, let us act in accordance with the vehicular traffic laws of the land. If you are driving in a residential area, please limit your speed. Limit your speed. 10 to 15 kilometers per hour in a residential area. Yes, make sure in a school zone, all these things matters. the lives of these people, the lives of the ordinary people, you the drivers, matters. Okay? So with that being said, we conclude on the traffic update and that of the flash schedules from the Rivals International Airport and the vehicular traffic movement in Monrovia and its environs. So we move on to the lesser talking points and we will come out to the high talking points. So we want to say to the PCC and the MCC, we've come to realize that for the PCC, the roundabout is a very unique place that adds beauty to Painesville. But we want to caution the authority there, or we want to bring to your attention. We are now seeing petty traders gathering themselves gradually around the roundabout terrain. We know that you've designated a particular area for them, like going towards the LBS community, the LBS area there. There where you have designated for them, but we see a lot of them nowadays with their goods in their hands and walking along the shoulders, standing along the shoulders and corridors of the roundabout. We see your officers doing nothing about that. Liberians, we are good at putting people at test. We are good at putting people at test. We test people's ability. We test people's ability when we come and see that you don't cost us or you don't drive us, the next man will come too. And from there, the other person will come and you look, we have already taken over. That's what's happening right now at the Painesville roundabout, that whole area. So the officers that are assigned there needs to be vigilant. They need to be vigilant. And we also see that these guys are allowing cars to park within the corridor there. It is wrong, especially before the LRA. When you're coming from the Jamale area, branching onward to get right before the LRA, drivers will park right there to put passengers down. Drivers will park right there to take passengers. And these officers doing nothing, sit there and allow these things to happen. What I think, in my recommendation to you, Mr. Bestman, the officers need to make sure that no car loaders stand along the shoulders of that area. Because when these car loaders are around there, definitely they're going to enthuse these drivers to park right around there to take passengers. And you, the passengers, please, let us, come on, it's just common sense. That area is highly restricted. The signage are out there. No parking. No stopping. But we will see these things and we will dare the policy and stop there. Say, oh man. Several times we've confronted people who have done that and all we get from them is insults. That shows there is a growing need, a dying need for education in our country. Because when the people are educated, what they're going to do here, they're going to adhere to the laws that governs the land. You see BB sign, they are even in small letter, very big letters. No parking, no stopping. They will park there. You say, oh man, it's soon, it stays soon. There's no time. No parking, no parking. Even when it is in the evening hours, no parking, no parking. The morning hours, afternoon hours, they say no parking in the corridors. Let us do it. Drivers. You can go to other people's country, you praise them. Oh, the people country fine. The people, just common rules, common mandate. We cannot follow it. But we want the place to be fine. We want, oh yes, come on. So that is for you, the PPCC, that's the PCC people, the Painesville City Corporation. Those officers are more like weaklings because they stand right there and they see these things are happening, no action is taken. We see petty traders with their little wheelbarrows and holding their goods in their hands right in the same area they were removed from. Nothing is done about that. When these people come in the numbers, because when Johnson goes there to test the water, Johnson succeeds. Every time he goes there, no noise behind him. Mary will come to and put her on a wheelbarrow. Johnson will come and put her on a chair. That's how that place is going to be flooded again with lots of petty traders. Then the beauty of the park will not be seen. And what's going to happen here is that we're going to experience serious traffic congestion, because when these people are selling on the shoulders of the road and in that corridor, what's going to happen? These people, the pedestrians, will definitely want to use the main road instead of using the shoulders of the road. And at the end of the day, you will have cars wanting to stop and allow somebody to move on. Please, let us act in accordance. We see a lot of makeshift structures being built of recent within the Cinco vicinity and onward to other parts. Mr. Siafa, we want to call on your attention. You gave us a serious appetite that you would have done the very best. But not knowing it was just a mere charade to give you the opportunity to receive the position that you now have. We will categorically state, because at the end of the day, we are not seeing the tangibles. We are not seeing the tangibles. If care is not given, we will continue to experience these kind of communicable diseases. We still have garbages all over the place. What is happening? And Cinco is one of those areas that you have a lot of, foreign friends. You just go about naming all of the positive things. But yet, the place is so filthy. You have people throwing dirt right on the road. The dirt will stay there for weeks. No one to take it. You have one right here now. Like I said the last time. It is still here. Tell you, I talked about it on Tuesday. Today is Thursday. The dirt stayed there. It is so sad. And this is the rainy season, my friend, for calling aloud. This is the rainy season. And some of these people will be deliberate to put feces in the dirt. And it smells. People pass into areas where they should be free to pass, they're holding their nose. So, Mr. Siapa, it's a call for you to be proactive, leave your comfort zone, and do the needful. All right? With that being said, we go on to the LDEA. Last Saturday, there was a situation that occurred within the Matadi area. According to eyewitnesses, the DEA went on a raid. So these young men who were in the corridors decided to flee for their lives, not to be apprehended by the DEA. So, unfortunately, one of the guys jumped in the river. And when he jumped in the river, according to our witnesses, when he jumped in the river, what happened? He's not versed in terms of swimming, so he fought his way. And at the end of it all, while he was fighting for life, our witnesses said he was being stoned by officers of the LDEA, not helping to save the life of that individual, but rather creating a serious situation that led to his death by stoning him. It is unfortunate that it happened that way. The mother was all on the social media calling for help. She even talked to the Temple of Justice, calling on the relevant authority to investigate the death of her son. It is so sad. The thing here about the fight against drugs, we should pay keen attention. The end users are not the major threats, but those importers and peddlers are the major threat to the fight against this whole menace called drugs. So when you go to Ray and you see these drug users fleeing for their lives, if you cannot apprehend them and they get to a point of danger, help to save them. Do not add insult to injury. And we want to call on the authority of the LDEA to conduct an investigation and bring that officer to justice. And I trust the able leadership of Mr. Anthony Sewell. Like I said the last time, he's one person that I have explicit confidence in. I have followed his work over the period of time during Madam Ellen Johnson's Sirleaf regime, and I've seen a lot of positive things he has done. And I know for sure this will not go unnoticed. This will not go unnoticed. So let us all do all we can. Community dwellers, if you see that this whole thing about drugs and ghettos being created within your community, let us be our brother's keeper by means of making sure that these guys do not take siege, do not take over the community, you know, because when you allow these ghettos to be created, the next thing that comes, you will start to experience criminal activities, because when these young folks go to smoke and they do not have fundings, anything they see, they lay their hands on, they're going to sell it just to support the habit. So you who are community dwellers and harboring these kinds of things, you are not helping the fight. You are not helping the fight. I listened to Senator Yahya Nimland. He pointed out some facts. The issue of drugs is very serious. It's a national emergency. Sierra Leone have also declared that as a national emergency. Liberia, we have declared it as an emergency. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Have you taken up the time to see our young brothers and sisters, how they look? Our young brothers and sisters have gone beyond. They are now sleeping in graves. Not just the graveyard, but they are sleeping in the graves. We've been told that they are smoking the dead body bones. They are taking extraordinary substances. Take, for instance, the issue has to do with the baby pamper. These guys are squeezing those pampers and then drinking the water. Amen. How did we get here? So there is a growing need for us to be proactive. It's not what the government said. We ourselves make the government. We need to stand up because our children are victims of the circumstances. If I tell you, I have my niece right now. One of my nieces, her association with friends have gotten her to the rehab now. A brilliant young miss. Association have led her to where she is now. If I can boldly come up to say this and not shooting what is happening, because each and every one of us, one way or the other, we are affected by this. If your child is not affected, a family member of your child is affected. A friend of yours child is affected. Why can't we join this fight? Collaboratively, we can fight this menace in our country. Once again, I have put my integrity on the line, and I know I won't be embarrassed with Mr. Antonin Tsua. Leadership at the LDEA. After confirmation, his leadership at the LDEA will bring some relief. I can say that for fact. So with that being said, let's move on to our next talking point. And this is the meat of our discussion this morning. The National Elections Commission. We told you the last time that Madam Deviata Brown Lansana is out of country. We told you that Councillor T. Tabla Reeves wrote getting the attention of the madam on funds, legitimate funds, in the covers of the National Elections Commission, stating and highlighting thematic areas. And one of those areas we can categorically state that is causing a lot of pain, is causing a lot of depression for staffers of the National Elections Commission is the issue that has to do with their health benefits. For 12 months, they were to be paid, or they were to have an insurance of $700 each for 12 months. So 700 times 12, we're talking about 8,400 per person. And when we did our investigation, we've come to realize that additional 112 names were added to the staffer listing out of the 306 staffs, legitimate staffs of the National Elections Commission, both headquarters and outstation, 306. Where did the 112 come from to be added to the list and getting the same health benefits, or should have gotten the same health benefits? This is one of the sticky issues that we want the GAC to conduct an audit at the level of the National Elections Commission. And as we speak right now, take your time right now and visit the National Elections Commission. The place is like a ghost town. People are faced with lots of constraints in getting to work. So if you get transportation today to go to work, you go. If you do not have, you stay home. That's what's happening right now at the National Elections Commission. Madam Lansanan is not in country. All budgetary allotment, all of the operational fundings. Can you imagine that the two buses are packed because there's no fuel to commute workers from home to work and from work home like it used to be? Now, the workers are taking their own, paying their own way. They making sure for the place because of love for country and for the place not to be like a ghost town. They are always there. Some of them making sure that they pop in to show face and but things are not found there at the National Election Commission. Let's say this for fact. If you want to verify, take up your time now and visit the National Elections Commission compound. You will see what I'm talking about. It is a total embarrassment. And at the same time, some senior members are threatening junior staffs and have vowed that they won't get the benefits that we are now talking about. They won't get a rack. Yeah, that's the statement there. These people walked. Some people may have lost their lives in the process. Some people got injured. Others because of depression and the frustration with the maltreatment they are receiving from Madame Deviata Lansana. Some of them have lost their lives. They have died out of grief. It is so appalling. It's disheartening. You, the both people, y'all get all of the adjectives. Just use it. How serious the situation there at the National Elections Commission is. No buses. The buses are all packed. The generator said, to put a generator on in a building said, the current can generate our normal LDC. The way LDC can come, boom. They did no fuel, the whole building dark. All works on hold. That is a poor managerial skill. The madam is not here. There are others who are there. But are they clothed with the responsibility to do the needful? The madam has centered the entire institution around herself. In her absence, the National Elections Commission is on hold. It is very serious. And President Boakai, you need to pay attention. There must be an audit conducted at the National Elections Commission. With that being said, we do not want to bore you. We're going to open the lines so that you weigh in on these talking points. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are the numbers to call this morning and speak to those talking points. Let's get to the line and take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, my big brother. And let me say good morning to Law FM.
Morning.
Thank you for your talking point. My attention has drawn
What's your name?
The issue of the DA. My name is Momo Fode, and I call you from Do Community Samanima Village.
Let's hear you, Momo.
Big brother, thank you for your talking. You know, I listened to you speaking on the issue about the DA that went I think around the old roadside to do some rain. End of the day, one of the guys had jumped in the water and then finding ways to be rescued. No way the DA have been throwing stone at him and then he fell off. End of the day, he passed off. But the mother have been parading, costing dollars, her son had passed off. Let me say this, people. You know, some of us who have born during the war, we experienced a lot of difficulty. Let me real. If I tell you that my father was doing such a bit that you're not believing, but one day we have not taken any of that thing. And up to this time, just imagine during a war where men are very desperate. We saw people our cry, taking it, we forgo everything. Then this new millennium just come to power. They just do a lot of things to create serious problem. End of the day, we put problem on the government. If the government have a problem, yes, well, we ourselves too have to see our best to take care how to do things. Because this thing now is escalating in this country. Everywhere you go, for people say that family should take care how to do a job issue, it is difficult because once a check out sustain a family end of the day, they want to back the child. But when it falls short tomorrow, she'll be running all around, passing around. But what's happening now? She blind her eyes. End of the day, when I saw pass her, she start causing in the country that they
No,
kill
let
her.
us not, in the midst of her grief and all those things, let us not
Yeah.
add insult to injury.
State of condition on the
Yeah,
death
let us
issue
not add
because
insult to
no one
injury.
pray for someone dead. But I think she too should pray for herself by talking to all of who is related to her. Like you said, one of your nephew have affected from that. So it is a serious crisis in the country. So we urge the government to take the responsible thing to see about things are on. Thank you.
Thank you so well. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the positive show right here on Love FM 105.1. 0778-665. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the positive show right here on Love FM 105.1. Very, very interesting development there at the National Elections Commission. Now, another thing that came to my attention is about Liberians getting to understand what it means to be governed. If only Liberians will understand government, some of the trivial things that we dwell on, some of those things that we stand out to bash on or to lash at people for, we won't be doing those things. It will interest you to know that because of the lack of education in those areas, people who sit and start to argue on things that they have no business of arguing on, it becomes laughable, but it is very serious because it shows our limitation. Government is continuity. This is one thing that Liberians have not come to realize. We've blinded our eyes and our minds on these things, all because we are entrenched into petty politicking, and politics have taken the sanity of our existence. We were here during the past regime. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, during her 12 years, may have negotiated for some projects to be undertaken in the country. And fundings were being galvanized and contracts were being signed. And it took some level of years, months, and she exited government. Then came in the CDC-led government. So within the course of the CDC-led government, those fundings that were arranged for and those contracts that were signed, implementation started within the CDC-led government. We saw this Hola Balu, that President Weah saw these fundings, that President Weah project, that President Weah this. And you have other people on the other end, that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf telling you that these fundings were actually acquired back to back. And some of these things, they need not to be discussed, because if you sit and waste your breath in discussing that kind of thing, it's just for nothing. Because, mind you, Government, when you understand government, that's why we say we want the reintroduction of civics in our schools so people can know how governance is, how government worked. Government is continuity. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf started it. She did not finish it. Former President Weah Kim, it began in his term. He picked up from there and brought it to this point, and afterwards, his tenure ended. Now President Bouakai have come, and some of the implementation of those things that were procured or those arrangements that were made during the CDC-led government, during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf-led government, they are now coming to fruition within the Bouakai administration. I saw on the social media people we have high regard for, people we actually gave the high level of respect to, discussing trivial things. Oh, that the issue of this overhead bridge now. People are claiming glory. Yeah. Some people that, that President Bouakai made it possible that this thing is happening. The other people that know that former President Weah, thank you, former President Weah, for seeking this opportunity. Come on, that's being petty. That's what we say. When you people continue to dwell on this path and allow yourself to be run by politicians, it just becomes laughable and you make yourself look funny. Let's go to the line and talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, Colonel Isaac.
I'm wonderful. What's your name?
My name is Bill Ruben Congo. I call you from my resident in Europe.
Let's hear you.
Well, my interest in the area of the road sector and the city cleaning that you talk about.
Let's hear you.
You see, if we go to the road, into the road, I heard you saying that the minister should go and deputy to stay. I think that would be the worst mistake. If you go to the history of the country from the 14th century, from the time all the Sabbath people started traveling, coming to the country, from the 14th century to 1821, 1822, there was no road in this country. When the American colonization came and established the place from 1821 up to 1950, if there was road in Liberia, then I think it was in Monrovia. It was from 1950 during the administration of President Tubman that most of the roads you see here today, the primary road, like from here to go to Lupa, because of the resources that Liberia has to call law, to go to Bomhill, the Iron Ore, to go to Jikipa. They had the main road to go there, to go to Grand Gida, they had to go there for law. They had to go there for law. A logging company, construction company, build most of the road. So it means that from 14th century all the way up to 1950, we're walking, everybody was walking in this country. But the issue at the Ministry of Public Works, I'm sorry, you say that you still ruling things from there for a deputy to see, I'm sorry. You know, that means the same mistake that the power government made, that what was in making. That particular area, the work for the Ministry of Public Works now is valid. One group is supporting the minister, one group is supporting a deputy. The things that happened to Mabudu Nyepan, and all the assistant ministers are over there. All of them, the assistant minister from the former ruling party that went there, all of them were issued statement against Mabudu Nyepan, and they were in Kuhu with some of the work for. While the confusion was going on, all the road that the government was, the park government was dealing. For instance, can you see Mission Road? Some part of Mission Road is there Star Wars, completely don't get Star Wars. Because when they go down, they are in Kuhu with the contractor, putting different views, selling the shoulder of the road to property owner. So, public work ministry, they get techniques there. If you say you're taking action there, the minister and deputy, the two of them, because two of them, none of them are divided the work for, they get different people that are backing them. So if you say one person did, the other person, they forget it. You see what they'll be more than what we saw in the fire administration. The issue of the sanitation. Most of the people from the public work, I mean, I call it PCC, that can come to the roundabout there, people junction. First thing when they go to work, the people that are selling the street, they will call them and buy them food from the start and make friends with them. He said that when the same thing was seen, as soon as the moment the PCC people go, the people who sell on the street, they offer them They invite them, they get them, they sit down, they offer them food. Forget it, they can't take them from there again. The same thing that happened to the 5 ministers, the same thing that happened to that Ryan ball. Those people will be coming back small until they can't take all the whole road. You see dead again. They say, but we don't see anything going there. But at the same time, they're giving money to people on a cover. Those are the reasons. Thank you. Hello? Hello? So, this is what I was telling you. So, it means that the public works ministry, there is no way that somebody can tell me say the road are going across a bridge, high cost, put to all the roads and sport. So, it means that if we want to fix the road, the government has to go pay new money to contractor or to go buy new machine, the other machine they want to draw. They say the people who brought the machine, they inflated the cost. So, the machine that will be sent now to the barrel, they will turn around and go rent new machine to go and fix the road. No. Let the machine stay in the barrel. Let's discuss the price. On count to 100 pennies. When the lawmaker, everybody, civil society, everybody agree. When they count to 110 with the cost of the machine. When you put everything else up, then they start building road. But you cannot leave the machine in the barrel. They discuss it, then you turn around and say, oh, road sport. So they will go hire different new machine. When they will get the money from to go hire new machine, the one they want to stay parking here because of what? Technicality. We put in the union, don't leave it there, go pay money to different. For me, I said no. No. It will not be fair like that. So the best is let the road be like that, let everybody be using it until we all come to 110 with the machine. Then when everything is settled, when it's free now, then we can go and start working. But I don't think it will be feasible for the road getting to go take new money and go to different people to start facing the road while the machine that will draw. The machine facing now, yeah, when we are not resolved anything. So that machine stay down to resolving everything. I'm gonna put on the road and start taking the road. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show, right here on Love FM 105.1. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call. So, as we were saying, government is continuing. So, whatever arrangement that were made during the CDC-led government did not come to fruition during the administration. And now that we're seeing green lights in this present leadership, any sound person, anyone who understands what government is, will never delve into those kind of trivial discussions, those kind of petty discussions, because glory for Unity Party, glory for CDC. Come on. The children said that are born today, they cannot even go into those kinds of discussions because they know that it doesn't make sense. That's why we continue to see our country in this state, because of our mindset. So the leadership we are representing in Ghana and other countries, those countries, so what happened during the lives of Kwame Nkrumah when he started and John Rowland took over, and so that means because it wasn't Kwame Nkrumah who should have implemented whatever he negotiated, that means Jerry Rowland shouldn't have gone, or the other leader shouldn't have gone to implement it. What sense does it make? That's why we said government is continuity. Then why you think, some of you that are discussing the thing, why you think all of the deaths that were created by the previous administration, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, that passed on to the George Weah administration, and now on to the Boakar's administration. Boakar is to pay those debts. Why you think? So you just look at the kind of common thing. It will solve your blindness. Hello? Hello? Hey, man, Piggy.
Yeah. Thank you very much. But the problem is, you particular my picking family, and I call you for around the car again.
Let's hear you, my brother.
You know, Abella River, let me say thanks to you. You know, this is why for me, I will not get tired of seeing the station as long as I have that. Because you always want to open the people's eyes in the people's mind. But most of the other radio stations and they always want to start the people against the authority. They what going on now. Somebody was saying this morning, but why is it the bar rule? The owners are building the bar rule, but the places are not bad and now start breaking it down. So they made a form of this sleeping outside. You see that? So the Chinese people are there, yeah, they feel like they want to start paying the overhead bridges, and then they telling the government all the price supposed to do, you have to do it because we want to start our project. Then somebody say, no, let it put leader one, the places are bad, let it go start on the jet to shut the people against the government. Say, oh yeah, the government not willing to do anything, but they want to take people for home and then bring our places down. Brother, so we only get our particular mindset that as long as the person not doing and support that person, the other person too wanna do. And the country will continue shooting the particular country like this. I can see you, my brother, you continue shooting the country like this. Just imagine how it was here for the me the only thing I took for is the way the people bought the places, then the way that time the neighbor did it, the bought places, so the more they bought places and just living like that. For me, I only thing I want, but if you boss it, you put it there. Let me tell you, like when we in power, we can praise you, but when we move on, we can praise you. This is why when Mayor Bro, yeah, I said the mayor when you are charity now, but oh, the Mayor Bro move on that, but oh, yeah, Mayor Bro better. So for some all I want, everything they are listening in public web minister, if you know play that you're not supposed to pay, you pay there, measure yourself must start bossing it because when you work on any account, they don't take it any excuse. Because you say you look at the face, somebody not get their money. Somebody they not get their money. I want to move on to that particular place, but they say they can't move because the government not ready. They want to go buy the place. Say, oh, but if not you for, but they get the money. I want to say move on to the place now, move on there. So the particular country and where we going. My brother River, when it comes to the particular joy issue, you know for you and myself, almost every morning I want to drop it. Let joy issue River what I saw in my area already. Please, I will share my contact with you for you. No, number you now want to pull here. My number is 0776 957 Please tell me your number. I will let you share some information with. Before what I saw around my area yesterday,
it says 0776.
Yeah, 95
79 20. Okay.
Yeah, my number. Before what I saw around my area yesterday, between God and me. Before just been in this country, it almost I know how we call it, I know pepper me or whatever I can get banished anywhere you want to take it. Before the new D, my man want to get there, please give me your number. I want to share some information with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show, right here on Love FM 105.1. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1. Indeed, I'm here. The name is Rufus Divine Cannon. Put through your calls right here. We're talking about the LDEA. We're talking about the National Elections Commission. We also look at the issue that has to do with the gender ministry. We listen to, or you are following on the social media, a little girl who seemed to be in her mid 15, 16, giving a testimony of herself, who is involved into a sexual act. She's commercializing sex to make living. And what is so appalling about this whole recording that was done, that's what I say, it's good that we be schooled in areas that we have passion for. When you are schooled in an area that you have passion for, you will get to understand the ethical standards. You will get to understand what it takes. What are the do's and don'ts? This person who may have recorded this child exposed this child to danger. Inasmuch she's in danger, but exposed this child into danger. Now, at the age she is, it's not bothering her. She doesn't know, when it comes to what it takes to have that stigma. So the fellow who did the interview with this child, showing the child's face, is a gross violation of her human rights. And I see some of the bloggers running with this same video without doing a professional work. We know that you want this to reach the attention of the relevant authority. But in so doing, my friend, blurred the video so that people cannot recognize this kid, to understand where her life, her pride matters, because she will grow up and this will become a stigma, a lifetime stigma for her. You have put this child in harm's way. And we want to say to the gender ministry, please act swiftly like you did with the case of that little girl that we talked about down the 12th Street area, the justice ministry, and all those relevant authorities. There are a lot more that you can do. Our younger brothers and sisters are going wayward by the day, and care is not given. This is the future of our country. These are future leaders. If their future is destroyed at this early age, what's going to happen to the nation? So it's about time that we take the bull by its horn. Gender ministry, kindly be proactive for once. We see during school hours, kids all between the cars selling. We see during school hours, children are roaming around in the communities. Where is the gender ministry in this light? Zero 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call and form part of the positive show this morning, right here on Love FM 105.1. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105. Call and let's talk about these things that matters. We have on our radar this morning the National Elections Commission. For those of you who don't know, at the moment, the National Elections Commission buses are down. The two buses are down, all because there's no fuel for the vehicles to take workers home and bring them to work. They have gone almost a month plus now to even put a generator onto the... But yet still, the madam is not even paying attention to these things because she's not yet. And every activity is centered around her. That's not leadership. So the 12 months benefits, medical benefits of these people needs to be paid. As we've been told that Mr. Gaffron is having a press conference today that is ongoing on state radio. We want to bring to his attention the issue of the National Elections Commission staffers. They worked for it. They went through all of the barrows, the terrible areas, just so that we could have a successful election. The lives weren't insured, but money were budgeted for that. Now that the process have ended, where is the just benefit of these people? Madam Deviata Brown Lassana. These are family people. They need to cater to their families. They risk their lives. And mind you, people also died in the process. People got sick in the process. They cater to themselves. We can recall prior to the election, you were all there complaining about budgetary allotment, budgetary allotment. The money were available. They were made available. All of the budget lines were honored. And there were excesses. The one that is for the people, let them have it. What is for Caesar, let it be for Caesar. What is for the employees, please give it to them. And there is a question that hangs over the 112. How did you people derive at that 112 personnel that you talk about, additional personnel? 112. Where did it come from? CSA, you need to step in. Let's know. Let's verify this. 112. The official number for central office and all of the sub offices, workers of the National Elections Commission, amounting to 306. Nothing more, nothing less. Where is the 112 coming from? Let's get to the line. Hello? 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 0778-665-073-0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love FM. 0778-665-073-0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1. Ebony Doga, welcome. welcome. We appreciate your following. So, Madam Deviata Brown Lassana, please, man, come home. Come back and face the issue. The money is available. Let it be disbursed to the people. They need it. It is theirs. And for some of you who are using threatening remarks and all sort of things, we will definitely expose you in the coming days. Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and you join us from where?
Yeah, this is Jerry Taylor. I'm calling you from Ghana.
Taylor, let's hear you.
Yeah, my brother. For me, the election commission is late. Got out to treatment and doing LSCC investigation. It's on her duty now. As you know, that our 10 years will soon be finishing. So she didn't care for the place. The late me, she got now. She came there and knocked her. When I said to her, that tomorrow, if she start finishing, but she leave the two to be going and rest. But leave with me, they send a did the other thing and the guy, cream against her, let her go to court and clear herself. I want the person to be.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, something there's a thing I want to say. For me, the way I'm looking at the country going on and the judicial system is not taking on. There is so much fun of a court, a fast track court to prosecute these people. If not, because you see, the justice and the Capalian, they are not in the interest. They're not in the interest of this country. You get me? So everything they do, just to see that the particular court for corruption will not work. So
For me, I would slightly disagree with you when it comes to the Chief Justice, because she's one person who is very vigor at the moment when it comes to the dispensation of justice. She been all out of recent, reaching out to the magistrates and all those stuff that she even called for. Call the attention of the government for the reconstruction or the construction of a new Supreme Court and the creation of other fast track courts. So she,
Yeah, the fast track court. What I'm saying about the fast track court, yeah, maybe it's now she's seeing something about it, not bad. They are being in a know of what Justice Kaba have been doing in that court. Justice Kaba, even the after recovery, Justice Kaba want to step on it. And everything that go in that place that Justice Kaba cannot allow it, and she is aware of it. That's what I'm saying. But if you want those cases to go fast, you have to find a court that will fast track these cases. They happen in Ghana, Rwanda. You get me? So if you do that, the government will get chance to to get on those cases to work up. But if not, you say you're going to depend on our court. Those people that are on our bench and some of them in our lower court, once they got an interest in this past government and those guys they still get money, they driving their way, the cases will not go. Because everything that they do, they fight for their interest. So in case of anything, you say you're going to try the people within a month to try those people, they will come over and tell you, say, no, it's now, we don't have time. In fact, like 3 months from now, we'll start the case. So they'll be delaying until the 6 years. You getting me?
I'm getting you.
Yes, because if they come out and have a court, the fast track court, where they will carry on cases, within a month and they have 10% or 15% will be tried, if they found guilty. They know that these people cannot move again. They hold them. But if not, you say you rely on China, what she's doing or other people, it will not work. Seriously.
Okay,
and what happened in other countries like Ghana, Rwanda, always happen. Thank you.
Thank you for your participation. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call and form part of the positive show right here on Love FM 105.1. It's very important. It's important that Madam Deviata Brown Massanan return to the country and face the issues.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, everyone first can and Musa Kamara.
Musa, let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, and I call to speak. I call you still last time you're calling me and I receive call you.
Musa, we talk that off ever, man. We'll talk, okay. Yeah? 077-8665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the positive show right here on Love FM 105.1. While we are with your call, let's get this commercial commitment to be right back.
Get to my bank transfer, I can credit from Momo. Don't need to worry. Anything you do a Momo, you will get one. Anything you do a Momo, you will get one. But Momo that baby, no. Momo that cheche, Momo that cheche, Momo that baby, no.
Okay, this is the positive show where we've been talking about the National Elections Commission. We also talk about the cleanliness of the city, looking at the Painesville City Corporation, the roundabout. We have seen petty traders are now trooping around that corridor. Gradually, we soon start to see that place being flooded with petty traders, which of course is going to kill the momentum and that of the beauty of the roundabout at the ELW junction. We brought to your attention the issue of the Monrovia City Corporation. Its operation is so troubling at the moment, wherein the streets are all dirty. Yes, come on, man. Mr. Safar, you can do better than this. you started off, you never have budgetary allotment. We saw the folks all over the place cleaning, making sure that we had a face, the city had a facelift. Now that you have the power, now that you have the job opportunity that you needed, what gone wrong? So was it a lip service to attract the president for your appointment? Is that what you're telling us? Because your action speaks louder than words. 077-866-5073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning, and let's talk about these things that matters. Yes, the streets are all filthy. Ebony say Liberia. Ebony say Liberia is a dramatic country. Everybody, he said, every day is one bad news to the other. Oh yeah. But that's what I continue to say to people. If our minds are developed, our eyes will appreciate the works of our hands. Because of our poor mentality, our low IQ when it comes to development and it comes to things that are going to push us forward, it becomes a problem for us because we do not have the high IQ to analyze things. All that we do in this country is to politicize things. Now that we are talking about overhead bridge being built, people are now criticizing. We criticize more than we do the right thing, or we make those recommendations that will lead to the right things being done. Hey, Liberians. Yeah, this is very serious. We need to change the course of our actions. We have allowed politics to ruin our entire lives. And we feel that we are making progress. We are not making progress. Individually, you have entrenched yourself into something that at the end of the day, before you realize that you've plunged yourself into a unbearable situation, it's late for you. And now some of you will be your mid-50s, you'll be your mid-40s. You no longer, some of you in 50, you still calling yourself youth. 50 years old, you still calling yourself 40 years old, you still calling yourself youth. All you need to, all you have at the back of your mind is to wake up in the morning and jump behind some kind of politician, you be chanting slogans. They fool you, go and demonstrate. You join the street to demonstrate. It's about time that we consciously engage you so that you feel the reality. You worth more than that $20 that they are giving you to go stand up and chunk rock and cause chaos. We want to say to the government, we know amidst the challenges, there are prospects and gains. But we say to you, those of you who the president have given the opportunity to serve your people, these are things that the other people were doing. You were criticizing. Why should you get involved into those same old things? We have a letter here from one of these institutions, which is so frustrating. And it can be termed as a witch hunt or whatever you may term it. What is this letter? Oh my God. Can you imagine? People have their constitutional rights. Ebony writes again, she says, my point here is if you were appointed on a job and nothing is being done properly, the president should remove the person. That's correct. Oh yeah. So people have the right to exercise their political affiliation, to have political affiliation, they have, but now it shouldn't be at the detriment. It is in the code of conduct. It shouldn't be at the detriment of the institution you work for. Your political affiliation or your political engagement shouldn't jeopardize the work that you are required to do. Let me find this letter. I just had a letter here. Oh my God, where is it? But while we tend to look for the letter, we want to open the lines. The lines are still open. So this is the letter. The National Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Commission is under the spotlight. Yeah, this is an internal memo, August 5, 2024, to Ms. Naomi Tiabo, Human Resource Director, WASH Commission. Reference: immediate administrative action on staff engaging in unauthorized political activities. Dear Madam Tober, I trust this letter finds you well. It has come to my attention that certain members of our staff are constantly seen attending political party meetings and activities. Such actions are not only in direct conflict with this institution's growth and progress, but also suggest continuous allegiance to the former administration, despite the fact that government is no longer in power. To move forward under the current administration, it is essential that all employees align themselves with the new agenda and mandate by cabinet. Given the gravity of this matter, I am instructing you to immediately commence the issuance of warning, suspension, excuse me, and dismissal letters to the below listed staff. God get patient. They are to be categorized and sanctioned as follows: Antoinette G. Pepe, Princess Dorby, Benu Kone, Bwaka O. Kamara, Morris F. Kromar, Darius Nimlin, Aloysius A. Sharif. It says suspension without pay for 1 month. These are the individuals: Aloysius A. Sharif, Musu F. Jackson, Amanda C. Nat, Isaac Toby, Paulson Blady, Angie Daba, Elita T. Pony, Elita T. Peno, Cedric O. Reeves, and Michael K. Doe. These are the people that should be suspended without pay for 1 month. Salaries deduction: Julia M. Porbo, Fatu T. Rogers, Yama S. K. Brown, Fatoma Bwaka, Joseph Chie, Momo O. Bwaka, Frank Wulu, and Rosetta Yanti. These are the people recommended for salary deduction. Dismissal: effective immediately, Corporal Roberts, Gorwin Aro Topa. So who this letter coming from? It says the selected individuals should be officially notified of these actions without delay, along with a reminder that the commission will know that the commission, it says, will not tolerate any activities that undermines this government's objectives. Let it be clear that adherence to the politics or policies and direction of the current administration is mandatory. See trouble. Please ensure that all necessary documentation is completed and that the disciplinary measures are implemented swiftly. Your smart cooperation in this matter is crucial to our existence and longevity at the WASH Commission. Thank you for your attention to this directive. Signed, George W. Yango, Chief Executive Officer, National WASH Commission. Joshua. Mr. Josh. So you got your own constitution at the at the National WASH Commission. Have you see why when we talk about this teaching of service and the Constitution in our schools, it looks so funny to you, but this is the reality. If Mr. Yango or Yanko, which way he called himself, would have known the Constitution, what it says, if he knew civics, he wouldn't have gone this far by belittling himself to send the human resource manager such a letter instructing that people should be taken off job because they are not in alignment with the present agenda. Come on. Amen. This is so petty. Mr. Yango, this is so petty. Because at the end of it all, each and every Liberian have the right to association. The only thing, according to the code of conduct, you should not, you as an individual, should not in no way, in no time, put on hold the job or instructions relative to your job for political reasons. Where some of you so busy doing a job here, you leave a job, you go for political activities. That is wrong. But it gives you no right, Mr. Yango, or however you call yourself, to say that these people should, at all means, side with your political ideology. No. That's where you went wrong. You could have held them with a direct quotation stating the code of conduct, the areas that they breached, leaving jobs, doing working hours for political reasons. You could have held them there. But extending to the point where you say, oh, the people they more lead a party better and focus on unity party agenda. No. You miss your step. So there is a growing need that you take the Constitution as a lesson for you so that you understand what the laws of the Republic of Liberia are and how they can be implemented It will help you in your leadership. It is a privilege afforded you. It is not your right. That place is not your farm, neither a place that you own. Before you could get there, there were other people, and after you, there will be other people. Some of you, you create a serious harm for yourselves. Some of you, you create an unbearable environment, making the environment so small for yourselves. You make the environment so small for yourselves because you have power at the moment. So you don't care about the livelihood of others. You don't care about the rules and regulations that governs the work that you do. You create for yourself demagogues. You see yourselves as the head maker in charge. You don't listen. You don't build relationship. There are people in this country who have worked in almost all of the governments, and they still look forward to working with other governments because they put aside political alignment and they focus on the real professional issues. They owe allegiance to no political party than individual. They go in the professional space, do their professional jobs, and leave. If for any reason you are see them aligning with a political party that is outside of their scope of work, but when it comes to their work, they do not have that your party thing. That's how all of you nowadays, we complain about the previous government. Oh yes, the likes of Mo Ali. Mo Ali was maltreated during the CDC-led government until he had to resign forcibly. There were a lot of you. We saw the likes of Precious Bullet. She was put out of job all because she had an allegiance to the Unity Party while working in the CDC government. Her rights and privileges were taken up, and she was sidelined and removed from job. We spoke about those things. You people saw it as wrong. Now that some of you are privileged to have the opportunity to serve the Liberian people, you see yourself walking in the same errors. So what lesson did you learn from the past mistakes the other people made? What lesson did you learn? So you made it seem like it's a payback. That's why you see everyone or most of the people just come out and criticize the leadership of President Bouaka, because some of you who he have entrusted and know very well that you would have delivered according to the agenda, you are missing the mark. You are putting your personal interest above the interest of the Liberian people. Why will you tell the people that if they can't go your way, they come on, man? Mr. Yango, I know Yango, who you missed the mark. Testimony, Elbono Doga writes, our government officials who are in power today saw their mistakes when they weren't in position. But today they are in power and doing more than what they saw when they weren't in the position. Most people in power today doesn't have the country at heart. All they care about is themselves. They're selfish, he said, their selfish agenda and family. Somebody you get that for family, man. This is so sad that those people that saw nothing good in we are government are the same people in power today and doing nothing good to develop the country. Instead, they are stealing. Exactly, Rufus, you are speaking my mind. This is so sad for Mama Liberia, she says. That's the reality. Some of you, you spoke about the ills. Oh, this was not right. So that today now is right. Infringing on other people's rights, recommending that they suspend these people without pay. They fire people immediately. And when you check your scope of work that you've done at the WASH Commission, come on. You have not done anything yet because we still see a lot of filth all over the place here. When it comes to sanitation, where are you? What are the tangibles that you can point to that you, as an individual, that you are working towards to see the country or the government succeed? Then you're recommending that somebody should be taken off job. That is not your farm, neither your personal property. You are just being opportune at the moment to serve in that capacity. Not your farm. And then there's another corruption act between you and that of Mr. Gracefield. There's another corruption allegation between you and Mr. Gracefield. There at the WASH Commission. Then you there recommending that somebody should be taken off job. It is very wrong. You guys need to change. This thing must stop. It's not healthy. Some of you, you feel you don't have anything to lose. But the legacy the president wants to leave behind is what you're jeopardizing. He wants to leave a legacy behind. He wants to start on a trajectory where the Liberian people, the young folks, will take over from and feel very, very privileged that the whole process that leads to the growth and development of Liberia is set. Some of you only join the process because of what you can get. Ebony says, my heart bleeds for Mama Liberia. When will Mama Liberia rise again? Very soon. Very soon, Ebony, Mama Liberia will rise again. When the rotten apples will be taken off. Some of you, it's just a test. You know, when somebody said on the left, for some of us who play the soccer, you know, you see somebody, you want to know Fisi, the Fisi will talk. Pull the Fisi on the feet. 10 minutes too hard, they're too far. You will call down and said, what President Baka doing to some of you, you know. People saying that, oh, the old man is slow to act. Now, I can say this and say this for fact. The old man might be slow in his action, but guess what? He's using wisdom. So that some of you that the opportunity is afforded you at the moment and you misusing those opportunities, you see you go scot-free, you lie. Just how you listen to the old man when he had the cabinet retreat with you guys. He said, if you think you will come to government because of your personal aggrandizement, you'll be missing the mark. If the president can now get behind the people who are, quote unquote, found in corruption web from the previous regime, who told you they will not come after you too? It's just a matter of time. The woman giving you space. And you feel that you are untouchable when you are caught. And when the appropriate time comes, where you yourself, you know that you have done something that you need not to be given pardon to. Then prosecution starts. So you keep doing what you think you can do. And I'm of the surest conviction. Made next year. Made next year. from all indications, from an independent standpoint, amidst the challenging moments, the slips, the missteps, made next year. The roots will hold the ground, and the trees will extend their branches. Liberia will once again get on par amongst the communities of nations. I foresee that. And this will be the beginning of the beginnings. That whosoever come after will sweat on that path. And Liberians will be proud of the initial contribution that will lead us to a noble destiny. With that being said, 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. I'm not saying that we should stop the criticism. No. When the wrong things are done, speak about it. When the right things are done, speak about it equally. And let us be sincere to ourselves, not because of our personal gains. We come up with advocacies, and these advocacies falls on a financial basis, wherein if they gave you something, then you close your eyes on the evil things that will be done or that are done. Let us not be selective in our advocacies. Let us be sincere, because the Liberian people deserves better. Not just better, but best. 0887 105 105 0778 665 073 are the numbers to call. So that if you think that you're using every means right now to do what you think you can do, the day is about to break. Hello?
Hello.
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Elijah, and I call from Banatio.
Elijah, let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you for the show this morning. I've been listening. I want to say thank you for the time. You know, those people that criticize the CCL government, those are people that are sitting on the bench, as you said. You know, you on the bench, people that on the feet, you tell the coaches, the player in the minute, put me on the seat. So the people criticizing CCL government from 2017 up to 2023. They saw the fault, they saw the ills, they saw everything. And they said, we can't rescue. So that brings trust. They trust them with power. They can't the power now. So all the things they saw, as you see made mistake, the past government, they didn't do anything, you can't back. You take power now. You already seen the mistakes and things. So why can we come back going back to the same old thing? For the country to move forward, we have to change our mind. What we think, what we want to set up our desire. We have to work to help the country. Not because we want to earn our own money, we move in power, go enjoy ourselves. But all people are coming. People are in sound, people are in married, grandchildren. What opportunity that people created for them? So the government need to work. They saw that all the people made mistake. When they come in power and they need to do something better. At least all the people that want to go to school, all the people that need opportunity, all the people that need other things to be done, that is one way that they can be done. All the people are going to bear hungry. All the people don't have it. So the mistake people think they put kind of power for them to do it, and that people will be satisfied with them. Now be stealing money, buying cars, satisfying a desire, buying, people dinner for ourselves and our family to enjoy ourselves. You know, for think about the layman that way in Bogonjile. Why more people here, boss? Come on. So thank you the morning.
Thank you so much. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call this morning. Let's talk about the things that matters. We've been looking at the National Elections Commission, what is happening there. Starvers have not received their medical benefits yet, and we're going 1 year plus now. Yeah, from a tour to a tour. You know what I mean? You say 12 months at a rate of 700 each. But what is so interesting here is that from central office to the outstation offices, as per the record, the National Elections Commission staffing is at 306. But when budgetary allotment were put together and confirmed, we saw on the list 100 additional 112 individuals. Where are they coming from? This is one of the questions that Madam Davietta Brown Lansana needs to answer, along with her co-conspirators. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call this morning, and let's talk about these things that matters. The NEC is on the spotlight this morning. The folks there are requesting their benefits. Some people have been there requesting until they have died out of frustration. But yet still, morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Janje.
We want to use somewhere for the definition for the take on the Lambert Post video link. The Janjeta, you want to buy the more out of you, chairman. And I wanted to go into the field of utility of our pieces so I have to go for long. My brother taking some of this money for the Cisco, why he brought to the table this money to the people. To the issue, you know, if you look at President, the first year for 2005, the Labrador dollar, she done better, and the 4 years for 2 years. Or 20 years government, 2018, 2018 to 2019. We allow the CC government 30 years to do nothing to the people, and we think the parliament government can do better. So, after the CC government 30 years, when it was here now, I can't dedicate the roof to the issue. You know that 30 years now in any or Labrador that water will be coming again, you know. So I will get that clear. The Joe left for me, which is for us for me. Because today they are there, tomorrow they get ANC or they get the party. So whatever now will go on our government, we need to be careful how we do, because if you're not careful how you run this government, you get removed. You're not seeing it or coming back because you made a first 12 years. Our 12 years, you know, they can you there for long. You will not be looking at the party, will be looking at you have to be careful. And when I want to do the right thing, the thing that place when they're there, they will not have to move. We're not in a land. Today, you have the Disney, today, no Disney there again. So, the power that they want you have to make use for it. See the impact there that must you. So, the Labrador put you power, and that means that it's there for death power. No, it's there because of time. If the way you work, that has to get you more time. But if you not work to the Labrador expectation or in the Labrador interest, you will not be there forever. So that will not do how to know. So all those are there, But where is the interest of the Liberian people? And I want to tell the president, thank you for launching the agriculture project for you know that's my thing I want to hear. So we
John Jay, your line is back. Thank you so much, John Jay, for your participation. And Ebony says she wants to see you when she returned to Liberia in December. She said this time around she wants to have a time to see you when she returns to Liberia in December. Testimony again writes, our testimony in Ebony Dogai put my life and everything in me on the line for this government, hoping that things will be far way better than the previous government. But for the look of things, I am frustrated and disappointed. Please don't be frustrated nor disappointed. You know, the beginning of every good thing, you must face difficulties. And at the end of the day, the dust will settle and Liberia will get on par. So I'm of the strongest conviction from things that I see, from things that I read, and those engagements. There are lots of prospects, but at the beginning of those prospects, the challenges are showing up. Liberians need to be very, 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 very patient at the moment. Things will work out. Yeah, somebody say, I can spokesman. No, I still believe in my country. I still believe that things will turn out for the best. And this is the set time. The set time has come. I can take you back. And one person who's not taking the letter written by the late Archbishop Marco Kwakla Francis to the Vatican, I'm not taking it lightly. And I'm following the trends of events. I'm following the layout. And it is also in line with what he wrote in that letter. For some of you who know, go back and read the letter of the late Marco Kwakla Francis to the Vatican. And you will know what we're talking about. So in the midst of the situation, even in the team, you may have people who are not happy for the change, because when the change comes, their usual activities where if they were involved in the act of corruption, and it was the means through which they got rich, or is the means through which they get the data bread or the aim and objective met, if that system is to be changed, it's going to hamper them. So they will do all they can in flesh and blood to do things that will get the process to look ugly. That's what's happening. See what happened to the Liberian National Police. I've been told that decisions have been made, and subsequently this afternoon we're going to look at that, into the $25,000 criminal act that were carried on by some senior and junior officers of the Liberian National Police. You see? In-house, the same within, just to paint people. People don't want to see change. So they will stand up to fight against the necessary change. So they will make it look like change cannot take place. But with a conscious mind and love for country, when you read between the lines, you will understand that the possibility of change to come is there. We only need to give in. We only need to embrace change. And definitely change will surely come. Let us stop politicizing everything in this country. When we stop politicizing things in this country and think consciously, we will see our lives will be changing. Things around us will definitely change for the better. But if we continue to put our minds on those trivial things, see the kind of thing that people do, they're talking about overhead bridge, then somebody want to give glory to a particular individual or a particular group of people. Come on, government is continuity. Things that Mother Ellen Johnson Sirleaf engaged her, the international partners, and it did not come to fruition in her leadership because of the timing. And we saw that being implemented in the Weah-led government. Is that a problem? You see the kind of petty kind of discussion Liberians can have? Because our minds are not developed, so we think in a very archaic form and manner. Government is continuity. So I take you to the issue that has to do with debt, the debt. Debt created by the previous administration, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, who were there fighting to cover up some of those debts. It was not they the one who created the debt, but they inherited the debt. They inherited the debt. So they paid towards the debt to get the debt fully paid off. Now, in the midst of it, the time ended. Another government have come. This government inherited what they have inherited and trying to cover and right those things that were wrong. So should we say all of the bad things, we should talk about it and leave the good ones and only point out the good ones? It makes no sense. So if we are talking about the negatives, we should also talk about the positives. If we are talking about the positives, we should talk about the negatives. Yes. It was during the administration of President Weah that negotiations on the overhead bridge came about. Yes. But the tenure have ended. It is now the broadcast administration. During the broadcast administration, the project is to begin. Is that a discussion again? It's not. That's just continuity. That's what government is. So, President Baga should leave all the debt that CDC created. Former President Weah should have left the debt that Bala Ellen Johnson said he created. We said no. You see that? So we shouldn't only look at the sweet part and leave the dirty part off. So let us mix everything and see the reality. That it doesn't worth discussing. We saw on the Facebook, oh, congratulations, President Weah, congratulations. It is through your administration, it's through your hardware that they did not take glory. The other people on the other side, oh, thank you, President Baga. And come on, man. Those things are petty. We need to be thinking far now. We shouldn't be thinking about those kind of small more thing there. Yeah. Everybody writes, exactly. I agree with you that change will come. But for now, I am frustrated and disappointed until the change can come before I lift up my hope again. Definitely that hope will be lifted. Yes. The right things will be done. You know, along the way, you have the slippery path. And after the slippery path, there where you have the concrete. And then your own faith and your own work will pay off. So with that being said, the lines are still open with 10 minutes in our favor. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are the numbers to call. Liberians, if only we can just think positively for, let's say, 2 months straight, not thinking negative, you will see what even in your personal life, everything you think about a negative, the heart you're surrounding will blow like. But if you can take up the time in the midst of the evil, in the midst of the negative perception, build up a free mind to look in a positive direction, the world around you will be positive. The things that you seem to be negative will turn out to be positive because the mindset. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So as a man thinketh, is he. So the way in which Liberians are thinking, that's why Liberia is going the way it is going. We only think about the negatives. We don't look at the positive. Now, we only pray for the negative things to happen to our friends. Oh, we will run with it like a wildfire. But the good things, no, we shy away from spreading those kind of messages. That's the mentality of us Liberians. We need to change it. Are you happy that your country will be brought to public ridicule all the time? Then you think that, oh yes, yeah, and it did it to Otu, that what time to. It makes no sense. You are growing older and older in age. The mentality needs to change. If you cannot change that mentality, that's how you're going to grow old. And sometimes, if care is not given, you die into the process. So we need to build up that level of patriotism, nationalism. If only we can go that route for once, you will see what's going to happen around us. A Liberian man will see the throwing of dice in the street as a taboo. When he sees his fellow Liberian throwing dice in the street, he goes there and make that person to take that die. Right there, you will see things will start to change. Because all of us have joined or will join the bandwagon of change. We become the agents of positive change. That the people tell you, so are you now a Liberian? Tell me if you are not a Liberian, because it is not the leadership of the people you believe in politically. So because it is not them, so you don't care if the negative things are happening, you rejoice in it. It makes no sense. That's why some of us, we are stagnated to the extent that we have potentials, but we cannot bring those potentials to fruition because of our negative perception. You are a professional man, you are a professional woman. You go in a work environment, all you think about is politics. You go to do your work, you forget about your work, you're dwelling on politics. That's why I continue to say to you, politicians should remain in their areas of politics. Professionals remain in your area of professionalism and see what will happen. But your professional people, you're not mix yourself into the petty politics in Liberia. And when some of you speaking, say people think that the person, they might know like all the degree, the woman I know like all that whole talking that kind of cheap thing that they. People start to question your IQ because they least expect you to be saying such a thing. Oh yes. To tell you how evil politics is in this land. We do not discuss the substantive issues. We dwell on trivial things. Come on, man. 077-866-5073, 0887105-105 are the numbers to call and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love FM with just barely 5 minutes to go. 0778-665-073, 0887105-105 are the numbers to call.
Okay. To fed the road is not good. And not the money they give us, and not the way they do it. Your person is too soon. My people are too soon. You're starving. I want my private gun. Immediately, they call it road. To have session with them. You are now waiting. You know one way with the private gun. Don't get him out down. Don't get him pressure. You get him pressure and we will give it to you fine. The boy, the often they come to town, they come to be divine. When they come to be divine, when they get the money to go sell away, they do that different way. And that's about to be like that. No one goes on talking to you today. Today the same thing, right? I tell you, let them hear me about it there. You know one way when the Bible goes set up.
Telling people we are here to serve the Liberian people. Anybody come with a hidden agenda, you will be there. But when we find you, we're not going back to the person who recommended you.
You the party looking for something to delay the country, to define the country. You're telling what to go up and down, what to bring the money, your son, behind your tear. You're not going to do the right thing, you're supposed to do it. And not like that. It goes on the big money to be free money like that. When they get any money for development, you want to do it. But when I'm telling you, I'm coming over my farm. When the person gave me any money, I will put it in use. If I put it in use, if I see my farm, see nothing there. I'm not being paid for him. So my family, I'm not even going to the work.
It is about time that we know that we're serving the people of this country. It's about time that this is 170 years. Now the people are suffering, and we have to serve them. I'm not afraid of anybody. God will protect us.
I'm going to tell you, I value you. You're not hear my advice. Who will get you red? You will post them. You want to get a baby out for waiting.
So you come to the cabinet, you come with a hidden agenda to do the same thing that you think needs to happen with adequate information, just like the way we are going to come behind people. We can identify and help show in order to lead. And when you leave, be careful, ask you to come later.
This business is all time bound. A writer once said, when life seems at its darkest, the sun is about to rise again. Keep going. It's almost daylight for you too. In union, strong success, a show with God above our rise to prove we over all prevail. With hearts and hands, our country cause defending, we meet the foe with valor unpretending. One of the most powerful forms of self-love is setting boundaries that protects your emotional health. We had the time to talk about key national issues. We brought you the flight schedules from the Rabbits International Airport, the traffic update from Monrovia and its environs. We touched base on the issue that is unfolding there at the National Elections Commission, where Madam Deviata Brown-Lassana have reneged on giving the people their benefits. From economic rubbish, from political yabbies. We talk about the Public Work Ministry, the LDEA, Monrovia City Corporation, and the Peaceville City Corporation. The gender ministry, they were all captured in today's edition of the Positive Show. The invitation is yours to join Martina and Farm 4 Mile tomorrow when they will be around here to take you through on the Positive Show. But join me this afternoon at 2 where we continue to delve into the issues that matters to the growth and development of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. I lead and others follow. Quest among equals. Of course, I'm destined for greatness. As I learned, the Ministry of Transport will begin a nationwide inspection, vehicular inspection, that starts on the 4th of November and continue up to December. So we who have not registered our vehicles, or we who have not insured our vehicles and gotten for ourselves our licenses, we need to do so within the period of time, because indeed on the 4th of November this year, vehicular inspection will begin. So it's our own way of helping in the line of disseminating information from the transport ministry. Okay? Let's have ourselves a wonderful time. Follow the rest of our broadcast.
African soldier super softly. Some are dead and some are living.